I believe that we are live. Everything I think is going well. Let me drop the open on these people. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you thumbs up. All that kind of good stuff. I gotta take my thing off the internet here so we don't have any internet problems. Boom! We are live. We are live. Can we see jazz hands? Come on, Walter. Do the jazz hands, Walter. Doing the jazz hands. There we go. JP's doing the jazz hands. Walter's doing it. We are live. I hope you got your big girl. Okay, Walter's doing the pinky thing. Let's see. Can we get JP? Walter's doing this pinky thing nowadays. Oh, JP's doing it. There you go. All right. Pinky's in the air. Pinky's in the air.
Let's do proper pinkies.
JP's stroking his 10mm Glock for all the 10mm fans out there. I know that sounds bad, right, Walter?
Stroking his Glock. Well, I guess. I mean, it could be fun for some folks.
Yes. Well, yeah, sure, absolutely. Walter, what was that you were just showing, Walter?
That's the Hightower Armory 10mm.
Oh yes.
High point carbine conversion stock
bullpup
thingamabobber.
Yes, absolutely,
yeah, like
absolutely.
By the way, a little bit of suppressor action here from Liberty Suppressors. It's the
we need to shoot
Cosmic 45.
Okay, cool. We need to shoot that. Okay, JP showing a bullpup right there. Steyr AUG.
Ooh, Steyr, yeah.
Steyr
now they're
AUG,
talking.
Very nice.
Got a Mark IV scope on it. It's this thing. They guarantee one MOA at 100 yards, and we did it. We touched bullet to bullet.
Oh, nice.
And one was like less than a quarter inch off, but the other two were hitting. So 100 yards, it's on.
Wow.
It's gone.
Okay.
And then we put I just put my little drop itch here.
Oh, okay, cool.
400 yards.
Yeah,
so it's pretty good.
So you know your hold.
Yep.
Okay, cool. By the way, this is episode 424 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. We're calling it NRA Dissident Donor David Dell'Aquila Speaks to TTAG. So there's an article on TTAG, which we're going to go through here for a little bit. We also have guest JP Wagner. There he goes. Blue Rifle Society on the Instagrams. Here, I'll show you guys the Blue Rifle Society on the Instagrams. I'll throw that up in here. Let me see. I'll throw that.
We finally made 500 followers, so please follow.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're moving along. It's like 7 weeks out.
There we go. Yes. So there you go. Blue Rifle Society. Everyone go follow these guys. Check them out. Follow them on the Instagrams. That will be much appreciated from all of you guys. And I have no idea what I did with this thing, but I'll close it, I guess. Okay, cool. And then we also have Walter Killer Keller. There he goes. He's here. He's got a magazine. What's this magazine?
The Schmeiser S60 M4AR. It's a 60-round magazine made in Germany by Schmeiser. Got it from
American Tactical.
Yeah,
this American Tactical Imports. Okay.
Yeah, and I bought it from Palmetto State Armory for $49.
Okay.
Not a bad price.
Yes.
Bad price.
Very substantial, very, very sturdy. I saw him at the SHOT Show with the Schmeiser guys at the SHOT Show in the German pavilion there, and much impressed with the quality. Yes.
So you haven't shot this yet, though, right?
No, just came today.
All right, cool. We need to put this through some machine gun action, see how good it is.
Oh, you know it. You know.
Yeah, go against the Magpul and the Surefire and see which one works the best.
I do have a Magpul. I don't have a Surefire because I have not been able to part with the money for that magazine.
It's a lot of money.
I spend a lot of money on things sometimes, but
not magazines.
For some reason, that Surefire mag is like there's a wall, like Trump's wall is right in front of it or something.
There's a line.
Yeah.
CloverTac says Starship Trooper Night, apparently. Roughnecks. That's a shout out to CloverTac because of the bullpups. You know what I should... Yeah.
Oh, CloverTac, there's a patch head in your way.
Okay, cool. Let me see what... Oh, by the way, everyone coming in, smash the thumbs, all that, share it. Let everyone know that we're live. Read that article if you can. Let me see. I'll throw up the article, which we'll get into here in a second. I think there he goes. Boom. There's the article. TTAG talks with NRA dissident donor David Dell'Aquila, and it's from Dan Zimmerman. I think it's a decent article. It goes through his plan to change the NRA. We'll talk about it, discuss it. if you guys care about that, pro or against that, we'll have that discussion. Opt out of gun controls out there. Shout out to him. Let's see who else we got. I'm trying to. There's a bunch of shout out to everyone that's out there. I'm going to try to avoid getting into that just so we can catch up on things here. Mr. FNH is out there. Chris Williams. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Let me just do the shout outs.
Yeah, you're gonna make them all upset if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just do it. SoCal Gunner, what's up? Chris Williams. What's up to Chris Williams? Pistol Packin' Mama, Corey Williams. She says, hey. Shout out to her. Bricks is also out there. Special K is out there. Let's see. The Archangel is out there. Shout out to the Archangel. Jade Grew, Ray Bazzolo, Armament and Axes. Let's see. Imposter is out there as well. Let's see. Who else we got? Randy Peacock. Randy Peacock is out there also. Boss Hog. Flopping Garbage. Steadley. Appalachian Gunrunner. Uncle Mike. Michael Bender. I think I said Boss Hog already. Pixamite is out there. Pixamite says smash the thumbs up. So there you go. There's people who want to come in and thumbs down us. Thank you for all the thumbs down. That also helps. It shows great interaction. I appreciate it. Thank you.
10 of them. Wow.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Already? Whoa.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The hate is strong with you.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's good, though. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
All the people who want to spend their time watching us, thumbs downing and all that, that's really good. Flopping Garbage is out there, so shout out to him. Richard Hughes as well. Richard Maunder, Jeremy... Guntars, he says, I am Gozer the Gatekeeper. There you go. Uncle Mike is out there. John Dieter. Let's see who else we got. Kathleen Music Lover, Sam Gal, Night Train, Mika, Richard Resnick, Rob Avis. I said Clovertac. He's out there. Shout out to Clovertac. Bossman 5K, Mr. FNH. Let's see who else we got. DCG 44s. And then let's see. Sid 1026. Enrique Sonora. Matthew Urban. And I'm going through here. Ghost Tactical says what's shaking. Shout out to Ghost Tactical. Let me see who else we got in here. Magnum Boy says top of the evening. So there you go. Okay, I think I got a lot of people in there. JP, do you have anyone you need to shout out?
No, not right now.
Okay.
I didn't see anybody yet, so
all right.
They'll be coming on.
Yeah, if you see any of your boys out there, somebody has to get shout out. Let's do it. JP is all.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where is this? I'm trying to see where would this be better. Okay. Yeah. So JP is a police officer, right?
Yes, sir.
In Connecticut.
Yes.
Yep. So we're going to talk about some police stuff, some popo business, some popo business. Yeah, popo business.
That's my business, and business is challenging.
It's challenging. It's very challenging.
We'll
talk. You have to have the right people supporting you. If you have the right people supporting your PD, then you can, certain things won't happen to you, or they might happen to you, but then at least you can arrest them.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple of things to talk about in that vein that we'll talk to here. I'll throw up that article. Do you guys want to do the NRA thing first, or you want to do some other stuff first?
Yeah, let's do the NRA thing first. That's a big topic.
Okay, let me see. Walter, did you have some shout-outs you need to do?
No, you got them all.
Okay, all right, cool. Just making sure. I know you have your own particular fan club that always comes in when Walter's here. Oh, look at Walter. He's so sexy and awesome.
I'm too sexy frozen.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have that? If everyone has the article up, I'm just going to jump into it. So it's kind of like I think it's a decent article here. It shows a picture of David Dell'Aquila. It says David Dell'Aquila says he finally realized that his attempts to reform the National Rifle Association from within were doomed after a conversation he had with NRA President Carolyn Meadows. She hadn't been given the top job at the time. It happened during a party for large donors like himself that was held before the Indianapolis annual meeting in April. Dell'Aquila tells TTAG that he approached Meadows because he'd received information indicating that a high-ranking NRA employee was receiving payments from vendors to whom he directed business. Meadows asked where he heard that. He told her it didn't matter. She told him none of it was true. Okay. Then Dell'Aquila said he asked Meadows strictly hypothetically if she had a problem with an NRA official collecting a salary from the association while using a vendor with which he either had ownership interest or received payments for business directed its way, i.e. kickbacks. According to Dell'Aquila, Meadows told him, "That's how it's done in D.C. Everyone does it." Interesting. Interesting.
Everybody does it, I'm gonna join up, right?
Yeah. So this goes on. I'm gonna definitely hit a couple of things in here to go on. But basically, Dell'Aquila, he has like phases. Phase 1 was to publicize his campaign, which he did in the New York Times, and I think we talked about that at some point here on the show. We talked about that thing. Phase 2, he calls Operation Grassroots. That's involved in creating a website, which is called Help Save the NRA, which I think I went to that website, if I am correct. So there actually is a website called Help Save the NRA. And where is it, yo? I got to find this website now. Okay, if you click on this link, it opens up the website. So I'm going to do that right now and open up this website here. Let me see, did I get it opened up? Do I have too many tabs open? Okay, let me try to open this up in a new page here, a new window. Okay, boom, here we go. So I could share this with you dudes. And basically, this website's about retiring.
LaPierre?
Yeah, it's retiring LaPierre. How come I'm not getting? Yeah. So it says retire LaPierre. That's the top thing on it. I'm trying to see if I can get it to come up here on the screen. There we go.
If you do that, it'll show the ranks, the people that are paying money to be part of the NRA, that they actually care and they want to do a change. And that's what's going to save them.
Yeah. So here's the page and everything that they're doing that lays out their plan. I'm showing that right now. And then, if you go back to this article, so he lays out phase 3, I think there's also one of the things I think is interesting, he has a list of board members and their grades. Do you guys see that on there? I'm going to try to roll it in right now.
Yep.
He's got a list of board members and all their grades on there. I see lots of C's, a couple of B's, actually there's quite a few F's, F grades in there, and there's a couple of people with an A grade. So these guys seem serious about doing this, and there's a lot of money. There's let me see, where was the number? There's like $162 million that these guys are withholding until they get the changes that they're looking for.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, 162 million.
That's a lot of checks.
That's a lot of ching right there.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about all this? Do you think this guy's doing something good? What do you think?
Well, like we kind of talked about before, what they're going to understand is the money.
Mm-hmm.
I won't understand once the committees start there's no more committees and no more parties and no more, because there's no more money. Then they'll go, maybe we need to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So
and hopefully it's not too late, and it's a lot of people aren't up in their NRA memberships, and they catch it early. If they listen to the common folk, they're going to know what to do. So you need to catch it early, because maybe they won't listen. Maybe they have such big egos they won't listen to what the people are saying, and then they'll just get hang themselves.
Yeah.
Basically.
What do you think? So do you think that most people that are, either one of you guys or both of you can jump in on this one, do you think most people are doing like what you did, Walter, with life memberships, or most people are paying year by year with the NRA?
Probably year by year.
Mm-hmm. I would say year by year.
Yeah, some are in. They're in for a couple of years. They're out for a couple of years. They're in for a couple of years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think? Because I know people are holding back from giving to the NRA right now. I know that we're doing that. We are giving more to like the GOA.
Right.
So.
Well, another thing too is when you go buy something on Midway or you go buy something at these other retailers, they have these roundup programs. You round up your order 50 cents, you round it up $1. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of money. And I'm not doing that stuff anymore. So no.
Explain, how does a roundup program work?
Well, you say you order this magazine and it's $65 and
Oh, okay.
73 cents. Round it up to 64. You just say yes. Boom. You hit the yes button. They round it to that extra is supposed to go to the NRA.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. And so people will participate
or you can donate more if you like.
Yeah, you're free to donate whatever you want. Right. So how many people do you think that are out there stopping doing this thing? Like I know we were doing it year by year, and we're not doing it. We're giving to GOA. I don't know about you, JP. Are you still like sending money to the NRA, but just limiting what you're sending? Because I'm trying
to anything right now. No, I'm not. Okay. Just because they need to fill that little pinch, and it's not that I'm against the NRA because it's been around for years, and you need that big. It's a huge company, you could say, that has a voice for us. They have lobbyists. You need that, but they need to start doing what's right. And if you don't renew your membership, maybe, like I said, they'll listen and they'll change their ways.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be flying around on private jets every other week and just spending money like it's grows on trees. They should invest it and fight where we need to be fighting it.
Yeah. I mean, I think yesterday we were talking with John from GOA Virginia and Ammoland. He said that, which we know, right? 42 million last year, I think, went to like NRA TV. How much money do you think they get from just the regular people they give every year? Do you think it approaches like the 162 million mark that these guys have? No? No way, right? Because they have like 5 million members.
The numbers don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Even
yeah, let's see, 5 million to get
$20 membership or $25 membership times 5 million. What does that work out to be? 25 million?
I'm gonna say that's like 100.
Yeah, 100. Okay.
Yeah, so that could be that's close.
I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not the. I don't think it's the main thing, and everybody's not. Once again, everybody. I'm a life member, so I don't pay every year.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I choose to donate,
Hopefully they invested your $500 well,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, when I joined, I think it wasn't even maybe around 300, something like that. I don't know what it was. Way back when we still had, Fred Flintstone kind of cars and stuff.
Right. So. Yeah. So, I mean, these guys do have a big chunk of money, right? And I think they have. Do you think that they're going to actually be able to get? These guys to do anything, because I think LaPierre has this in lockdown. So that's the thing that I'm worried about here. I think even though there's all this money, do you think it's really enough to make him pay attention and give into this for the sake of the NRA, for the sake of the country, the Second Amendment? Okay, we're going to give into these guys, get the 160 million in. We need it. We're coming up on elections and all that. We need to put the pressure on the politicians. What do you think's the chances?
I think his ego's too big. I think it's gonna be a big hit, and they're gonna lose a lot of money, and then they're gonna realize and they need to get rid of him. It's gonna take a lot to get rid of him.
Okay.
Sometimes when you're so big and you're high up like that, you don't see that you're not listening to your little guys, the small people around you when you need to. It's just the ego.
Mm-hmm.
The power and the money.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to lose either.
Yeah. I'm looking on here. I know that sometimes I talk about Timothy Knight. Let me see where he's at. Timothy. Okay, he has an A. I'm not sure. Let's see. Do they talk about how they come up with this rating? Given the grades. He says on Saturday, Dell'Aquila sent a letter, PDF, to all NRA board members explaining his rationale and giving their grades. He wrote, "Now, to those members of the board of directors who continue to argue that these allegations in the media are false," man, people love arguing the stuff that is false out there, right? No matter what. no matter the evidence staring you in the face, people still want to say stuff is false. Man, I guess that's just like a gun guy thing. The train has already left the station. It's immaterial at this point, not only to our rank and file members, but to the anticipated 65 million Republican voters in the 2020 election, and both the attorneys general from New York and Washington, D.C. The members of this grassroots efforts will be requesting several votes of no confidence for Mr. LaPierre, each NRA officer, Mr. Josh Powell, Director of Operations. In addition, they will be requesting a vote to obtain an independent financial audit from one of the Big Four accounting firms. It's important for each member of the board of directors to completely understand his or her responsibilities. For example, current NRA officers who have stated, I don't know anything about that. This is the first time I'm hearing it. Man, those are like favorite words to people. Don't know anything about that. It's the first time I'm hearing it. I trust Wayne completely, etc. Are not deemed within the laws as valid, acceptable legal defenses. It's your responsibility to know or take the necessary actions to obtain such knowledge. So this guy's, these guys seem pretty serious. They have all the members listed here. And then, so the grading is A for advocates the replacement of CEO, B, removed from committee, C, insufficient oversight direction to CEO LaPierre. So anyone who got a C grade, that's where they're at. D, recently added to committee, so that's who he gave a D. And F, supports CEO LaPierre and his leadership team with insufficient oversight. So, yeah, let's see. I'm interested to see if, like, this money situation, these guys coming in with this big money thing, actually does something here. So,
money talks.
Yeah, money does talk.
Yep, like I said, you can't have no parties and no committees without any money. So
yeah. Shout out to Rod Mills, by the way. I see him out there in the chat. What's up? Go ahead.
What they should do is they should have like someone in charge to talk to like the common person, like not just they call you and ask for money. It's ask them what they want, because the people are going to tell them what's going on. They just, like I said, they're not listening. They're getting their lobbyists are supporting them. All the big cheeses are supporting each other, but they need to have like a department where they listen to the common folk so they can stay relevant.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to miss it.
Yeah. I mean, I think ultimately here, someone was saying it yesterday, we need like all hands on deck in terms of like the NRA, GOA, everyone. There's going to be a lot of things coming up, not just the elections that are coming up, but we need to keep these guys from voting on crap, right? There's places getting red flags. There's more guys that want to put in red flags, so hopefully they work it out sooner than later.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. All right.
No.
You don't like this. You don't like the NRA thing. Are you guys bored of that?
No. I mean, they can only say so much about it, and then you're saying the same thing over and over and over.
True. True.
We don't have access to the inside, so you don't really know what's going on. So I think what'll have to happen with the NRA, there's going to have to be an internal revolt. I mean, they're going to have a whole bunch of the people that are on the board to say, hey, time for change, publicly. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how that's going to happen or not.
A vote of no confidence. Like they would do, or a police chief, they'd do a vote of no confidence.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's what they're trying to get to. I don't know what the chances are that they're actually going to get there. We'll see. Maybe the people who are inside of that know better than we do. All right, you know what? Listen, let me see. I don't know if there's any questions or comments on that thing that people have out there. Since we got JP here, right? He is a police officer. We've been talking about this the last couple of days. Let's go to I don't know if you and I talked about this, Walter, the incident in New York where these people were dumping water on the NYPD. It appears they arrested someone.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, gang member arrested for dumping water on NYPD officer, police say, and it looks like
gang member. That's funny, right?
Yeah.
It's not the normal person doing it. It's the gang member.
Yeah. NYPD news, and I guess they have a picture of the guy, and it says apprehended. So what do you think? What do you think about this whole thing, JP? What have you heard of it? You're obviously in Connecticut. I'm sure you have friends on NYPD. What do you guys think?
My brother works for NYPD, so he's does counterterrorism. And the word on the street with him was that there were newer cops who just pretty much graduated academy, and they were teamed up together. So they're scared. They were scared to react because they're on probation.
Oh, because it looks like when the guy.
It's 100%, but that's what they were talking about. And it's just an officer that has this confidence and knows what laws to use to arrest them. They would have acted, But also it comes down from de Blasio, they're scared because they want to keep their pension, they want to keep their paycheck, so they're not reacting. But that's a mistake, because when you let those little things go like that, the next time they encounter a police officer, it's going to get worse.
It gets fan
the flame.
Bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, look what I can do.
Oh yeah.
Let's try this now. How do you know that's all water, anyways?
You don't know it. My brother said when he worked in the Bronx in the precinct that they'd pee in the water, they would all kinds of stuff, and you have no idea what's in that liquid. It could be you can put acid. You don't know what's going to hit you. Right. So do you want to hope it's water, or it could be battery acid? You have no idea.
Yeah.
Connecticut, if that happened, we would arrest them for interfering and would do discon on them. Disorderly conduct. Same thing in New York City. They'd hit them for their interference. I think what's it called? Let me see. But basically, it's interfering with the police, their duties, and they'd hit them with a discon. And if their their radio broke or whatever equipment broke, you can hit them for criminal omission. There's things you could do. You just have to know what you're doing. But the word on the street was they're new guys, and they were they're on probation, and they could fire you for anything.
Right.
So they're trying to
stay out of trouble.
React. Yeah.
Well, you can
they
see
didn't know how to react.
Right. You can see in the video that he does this, and the guys just keep walking like, "What the hell's
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they caught that guy. Do you think there's going to be like any kind of it's going to be anything serious going on with that?
They'll probably give him like community service. Maybe I doubt it. Maybe like a probation or something. But you might have to do like a community service and like go talk to the police and see that we're not that bad of a people and stuff like that. But all the feel good stuff. Well, if it works and cops have to
maybe we should have this guy cleaning up the bathroom for the NYPD cops. When they come back from a donut run.
Yeah, exactly.
Chain gang.
Chain gang.
Striped outfits and cleaning the street.
But that's what happened the whole Obama era of policing. Look at Eric Holder, how many people he investigated. The states would say that the officers were cleared of the shootings, and then the feds would come in because Eric Holder would send them in there. So, like, I'm not saying if I don't want dirty cops. I don't want them. Don't want them. Have no place for them. I don't like racist cops. I don't like any of that.
Right.
We're good guys. That's what we should be, right? Is there always a bad portion of us? Yes. But it's very little. And people aren't doing bad shit in front of me because I'm not going to have it.
Well, that's what we need. We need the good cops out there to, when they see the bad acting cops, someone has to call it out. This is like a general thing in life. If you see people doing the wrong thing, you got to call it out. You can't just stand by and let people do the wrong thing and get away with it. Obviously, there's a price for that, right? Because I know you guys have this is probably this is an added question I'm going to ask you. There is the thin blue line and all that kind of stuff. That's a real thing, right?
There's a thin blue line. The thin blue line just means there's very few of us. It's very thin, and we hold the line between disorder and lawlessness.
Okay.
So the thin blue line is there's 9 cops on the street, and there's 100,000 people in the city where you're dealing with. So you're just a small amount of people holding up the order of society.
Right.
So that's what the thin blue line. Now the whole I think that's more of an old school thing, like cops take care of cops, because nowadays some places you get pulled over for DUI, they're arresting you. So you have to think to yourself, am I going to take advantage of myself being a police officer and put another police officer in danger of losing his job? So if I decide to drink all my rum and coke and then drive around being an asshole and I get pulled over, everything's recorded. Everything's on video in a lot of places. So now I'm putting that guy in a bad spot. So if he says, "Oh, don't worry about it," he drives away and crashes, and then I'm like, Wagner, you pulled him over a minute ago, and this guy's blowing a 3-0. So hopefully other cops don't put you in bad positions, So I know what people say, like, "Oh, cops are taking care of cops," but the guys I work with, they're all professional. I think maybe in the bigger cities you'll get more of that because less supervision. But the years I worked, here's an example. We're sitting in and we're booking someone, and this guy spits a loogie, and it's flying through. I see it in slow motion. It turns like this and goes right through the cage and lands on my buddy's hair. He had it all spiked. I thought it was hilarious, but he didn't think it was hilarious.
Okay.
So he gets up and he's ready to rip him, right? He's like pissed. So emotions get you in trouble. So I was like, dude, I got this. Don't worry. So I went in there, guy's talking shit. I sprayed him a little quarter drop of pepper spray in his eye, and I said, listen, if you're going to continue to be like this and assault us, I'm going to spray your other eye, you know? Then he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, all right, let's wash it out. Let's behave like a man. We're going to treat you with respect, but don't be spitting on it. So by me stepping up, it took him out of the way where he would probably, you know, not saying he would, but he was pissed and maybe it would escalate to something bigger. So you had to check each other so you don't get him in trouble. You don't get yourself in trouble, because you have to have a lot of patience in this job. And that's where you have to, if it's not coming at you, you got to calm that guy down beside you.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely it's not a job for everyone.
It's not. So, yeah. And everybody says that, you know, criticize, even the Second Amendment people criticize this, all these people criticize this. Come out and do it, and you'll realize why we do certain things. It's all ignorance to everything. Like, if you don't know about something, you're ignorant in it, and you make your own assumptions and your opinions. But until you do something, then you're like, oh shit, this is why they do it this way. So, yeah.
Richard Hughes is asking if I would dump a bucket of water over NYPD's head. I mean, I grew up in New York City with cops there. No. I would not do it. I interact with cops all the time. I've seen, you know, when it comes to like police officers in New York, I mean, I think that's like my biggest experience dealing with police officers, obviously, in New York. I think, you know what, for the most part, I had good interactions. I've seen some bad things. I was way back in like the 80s, I was across the street when there was this police officer got into a shootout with this guy, and I guess he had like a revolver, and the guy had something with a magazine in it. And when he was out of ammo, he went down behind the car to reload, and the guy just walked up to him and shot him in the head. So, I mean, you know, I've seen...
It's crazy. Like, even now, my brother comes up and he shoots with me, and his New York style trigger, they call it, New York City trigger, it's a 12-pound pull. So it makes a Glock into, like, a revolver. It's like... And so as we go back in range, he starts missing. I mean, he does good because you have to train with what you have, and he does well. But I can shoot a lot faster and a lot more better groups with a regular Glock trigger than what he shoots in his 12-pound trigger pull. It's ridiculous. You'd think you want cops in the city to shoot a little more accurate because, you know, there's a lot of people around. But their belief is that they do a 12-pound trigger so people aren't scared and just squeeze the trigger off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think you should train your people and know how to operate your weapon, and so you don't make mistakes by squeezing your trigger or not indexing and stuff like that. Yeah. But like I heard you say in the podcast earlier, you know, in New York City, you wish there's a smaller amount but better trained, and that's kind of makes sense. You know, I mean they're up against I don't know how many people live in New York City. What? 4 million people, something
probably
crazy.
Like 6 million at this point.
6 million versus, you know, probably 38,000, 36,000 cops. So, you know, you need a large amount, but you need to train your guys because then you'll be in the news less. And you'll know how to react when you're getting water poured on your head and you don't do anything about it. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if, you know, it was a video clip.
Yeah.
Did they say it was okay in the beginning? I have no idea. I wasn't there.
Yeah, that's you know, that whole thing's a very interesting thing of how that went down and how they reacted to it. Okay, but they caught those guys. I think ultimately everyone,
they got them.
Yeah, everyone has to learn how to respect each other. I could tell you like good stories, bad stories from police officers in New York and all that kind of stuff. Things that went down. Brian Quick says it's 9 million. Did it go up to 9 million? I don't know.
9 million? That's crazy.
Walter,
that's why the rest
might have
of New York
to look
State
that up, Walter.
Voted out. You know, New York State, upstate New York hates the city because they vote their ways and it controls the whole state.
Yeah, cities are not fun.
It's huge.
Yeah,
no,
cities are not fun. Did you guys see that? Like there was flooding in New York. There was a dude that got swept off of he got swept onto the tracks, I think, or off of the platform in New York. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You got blackouts, all that kind of stuff. Cities are old. Okay, is this one of your sons? One of the kids?
Yeah, Cole. He's waving.
Okay.
He's being pretty good, though.
Yeah, we can just see the top of the head right there. Yeah. Okay. You didn't put in an entertaining enough movie.
Exactly.
This is
Toy Story 2. We watched it like
Toy
100
Story
times.
2. No, man, you gotta come on.
And we saw 4 twice.
Yeah.
I work evening shift, so we could do his matinees for $5 in the movies.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. So overall, what do you think about this? What kind of punishment do you think this guy should get for that? I mean, we're coming.
I definitely think, like, obviously it's, I think he should do some community service, maybe pick up some of the garbage all around the areas, like pick up garbage, work hard, work in the heat. And, I mean, you can't you're not going to put him in jail just because it's not reality and I'm not like radical or anything, but he needs to clean up garbage. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah. If he likes water so much, he needs to wash the sidewalk or something.
Yeah, do something. Give him 100 hours community service, whatever the judge thinks appropriate, but who knows in there.
You know what's one of the scary, I never did this when I was in New York. I have seen the manhole covers blow up many times.
Oh yeah.
You know how so I don't know if this is in every city, but in New York when one goes, you could literally see them popping and you could see it going down the blocks, block after block after block. But so what was scary to me, I always thought, what happens if they make you have to go down in the sewers? That's what you should do with that guy. Take him down to the sewers for a little while.
He might die because there's a lot of bad gases down there. The only reason I know that because all the road jobs I do. Yeah. They have to test the air before they go down. They have to have it ventilated because there's a lot of bad gases down the sewers. The only reason I know that is because I did road jobs and I watched the guys go down the hole.
Okay. So, but you never went down into those. You never went down into those sewers, right? I just look down and watch them when they're working in the road. In Connecticut, any construction in the street, you have to have a cop working OT. So that's nice for me.
All right.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I haven't been in the sewer, but I have been in wastewater, down in the doing survey stuff when I worked for the city. So it's kind of interesting, I mean.
Yeah. But I carry my revolver in single action, says manhole. That's sexist. Manhole is sexist.
Manhole, yeah.
Manhole sexist. That's hilarious. At first, I thought you said manhole sexy. I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? But hey, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't know which one you were saying.
Some people do think manholes are sexy. Listen, we're not going to judge anyone. We're not going to judge.
Sewer cap.
Don't judge lest ye shall be judged. Stay out of manholes, though. That's my advice to you. Stay out of manholes. It's not good. Richard Hughes wants people hole. People hole.
Just keep it simple. If it's septic, it's a shithole. And if it's a stormwater, then it's storm.
I always wonder what was going on in those things, but I would never want to go in them after you see them.
It's pretty neat because some you look down there, they have like bricks from the 50s and some go down 5 feet, some go down 30 feet. It's insane.
Yeah. Go ahead, Walt.
No, there's stormwater and sewer stuff that's from turn of the century and before that.
20s, so. Right? Yeah. It's cool. They borrowed some bricks and you have the names on the bricks and you can look them up and it tells you where they're manufactured. The bricks. Cool.
Yeah, that subway goes way back. And is the subway in New York 100 years old? I don't know if it's that old.
It's older than that.
It's older than that? Okay.
100 is only, what, 19, 1919? Mm-hmm. And the subways were going before 1919, so.
I was in a subway 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Richard Hughes wants me to tell the truth about my love of manholes. Yes, I love manholes. I confess to the love of the manholes. You came out of the closet, so. I came out of the closet, so I might as well fess up to it.
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy. See, that's JP. That's not me. That's not me.
Last clown, man.
All right, so let me see. There's some other things. There was this article here in AmmoLand. Let me throw this up. New York City's anti-cop anarchy. What say you, Dante de Blasio? So there's Dante. Is that de Blasio's name? Dante?
Dante de Blasio?
Oh no! That Dante de Blasio is the son of Democratic New York Bill de Blasio, who has abandoned his crime-racked city, but not his public office, tax-subsidized salary, or perks, for a quixotic presidential bid to become America's social justice warrior in chief. Calculated to promote his race card playing dad's campaign, Dante stoked anti-cop hysteria a few weeks ago with a widely disseminated USA Today op-ed. Dante's screed came just days after de Blasio declared the first Democratic debate. I am different from all the other candidates in this race. in that I'm raising a black son in America.
Yeah, I heard that. That was a joke.
What now?
So he actually said that? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he did say it. He said that. I went to New York City funerals, and everybody. I mean, except like even I saw captains. Everybody turned their back into Blasio when they introduced them stuff.
Okay.
They turned to all of them. The only people really didn't do it is the police commissioner and the police chief, just because they're kind of like, it's like a political thing, and then some other really high-ranking guys right beside him. But it was unbelievable. I think I have a picture. I have to throw it up. I think you look down the sea of blue, thousands of cops, and they all had their backs to Blasio. Really? His wife wore jeans to one of the cops' funerals.
Wow,
that's a fact. So he does not like the police, and all the people, all the Second Amendment people don't like cops. Remember, most cops, not all, but most we like guns. We support the Second Amendment, and we're just as hated as gun guys and Second Amendment guys. Mm-hmm. We're hated probably even more. Yeah.
It's a human thing, man. Anywhere there's human beings, which is on this planet, so far as I know, whatever segment you think you fall into, there's messed up people. You know, so that's the way that it goes, and we just have to deal with that. So I think that there are gun guys who, as a practice, do not like police officers.
Yeah, I think it's pretty lame.
It is what it is. Look, if you don't like that, live someplace where there's no police officers or very few. Like I live out in the country. We do have a sheriff's department out there. I know those guys. They're good guys. You talk to them and all that kind of stuff. I respect them. You know, they like you get to vote for these guys, which I think is a little different from what happens in other places. But you still respect people. Look, you should respect people no matter what they do. So
of course, I had a guy who's felon on the street. I don't know if I told you the story, but he was he called me for help, so I'm out there helping him. He's motherfucking me up and down. Sorry, my language. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I said, you called me to help you. What, why are you treating me so disrespectful? I already, whatever. I get treated disrespectful a lot, but whatever. But there's a lot of good people too. So I said, I know everything about you. I know you're a gang member. I know you've been arrested like 45 times, but I'm still here treating you with respect and trying to figure out what's wrong with you and how I can help you. I said, I know you. I said, do you know me? And he was like, nah, man. And I'm like, do you know me? Because obviously you're just judging me by my uniform right now. You're not judging me as a man, right? I said, I'm giving you the time. I'm trying to help you out, even though I know who you are. And he was like, right then he realized, like, all right. He goes, my bad. And he's like, he gave me more respect. I said, it's about respect, man. Mm-hmm. You're calling me to help you. I'm respecting you as a man, but I know you're a felon. Just throw it back to me. Doesn't mean I'm sleeping on him, but that's all. All it is really on the street. If you can respect him, if you throw some respect towards the bad guy and say, "Hey, I know you're playing your game. I'm playing my name. You got a game, and you got called tonight." Most of them will settle down. I'll be like, "Hey, I'll try to get you out on a bond, whatever." And you give them a little respect, they'll give it back. But you shouldn't take, their niceness. Like you shouldn't sleep on them at all. Mm-hmm. But you throw them a little respect, they'll throw a little respect back to you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's all they kind of want. They know they know what the game is. The true criminals.
Right.
They'll kill you.
Yeah, man. If you get caught sleeping, anything can happen to you. So what is this thing that De Blasio is trying to say? So this was like a serious point he was trying to make at at the Democratic debate that he's raising a black son in America.
He says he warns them, how to interact with cops. I mean, you should tell any of your sons who don't matter if they're white how to interact with the cop. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, be polite, be respectful to them, and listen to what they tell you. But I don't know if that's what he's telling his son. Mm-hmm. He was saying how there's so many police incidents with black people that he's warned them against how be aware of what's going on.
Okay.
But look at it. Police shoot more white people than black people. That's a fact. Look up. If you look up FBI statistics, they'll show you all the answers.
Yeah, Walter, go ahead.
Just look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
You're more likely to get killed by a civilian shooting you than a police officer shooting you. And that's FBI statistics.
You probably got a better chance of getting hit by lightning in Florida than you do getting shot by a cop.
And if it's forgive me for this one, JP, but if it's some New York cops with 12-pound triggers that don't really know how to shoot too good, you got no chance of getting hit. Everybody else who's innocent is getting hit.
It might take 40. It might take 40 rounds to get the job done.
You're just an innocent victim walking by at that point, man.
Yeah,
but you might get hit.
Yeah, I think I might hear from some people I know on NYPD for that one.
Yeah, it's an awful trigger.
That's not me. That's not me. Those guys need to go train. Okay. Those guys need to go train.
And my brother trains with his, and he does well with it. But it's very it's 12 pounds is a lot at range. When you go back, go to 20 yards, 25 yards, it messes with you. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was in the barbershop today, there was this lady in there that was asking me like what I do and stuff like that, and so when I told her, she's a school teacher. She doesn't like the idea of guns. So she was asking me about like guns in school. And then she said, oh, we got a resource officer. And I was like, yeah, but how well trained is that guy? Yeah. The guy in Parkland here, the guys, they weren't well trained. They didn't even go in. They didn't respond. So
yeah.
That's a rarity, I think. I think that guy was in there just to cruise out his retirement.
Yeah. Go ahead, Walter.
No, I mean, how willing
I'll be right back for 1 second.
Okay.
How willing are they to engage?
I'll get it from you.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
I mean, are they there, like you said, are they there just hanging out because it's an easy job, or, I don't know.
Yeah, and
you can't really tell that to anybody until you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
you gotta be in this shit a few times before you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. I haven't been in it, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, I mean, it's like. So you hear the stories of the guys when the shooting starts, they run toward the shooting, and of course, the people run the other way. So
yeah, you need to see what someone's personality type is, right? I mean, a lot of times when people are under stress, the question is how do they react to being under stress?
Right.
So there's things you can do to test that out.
I'm not on film right now, but I can still talk. What happens is that's why you have to do active shooter. That's why you have to train with simunitions, and you'll see people react to it, and the more you train, the more you're going to respond the right way. Sort of like in the Army when they went to they had paper targets. They realized people were just shooting in the air and not really hitting people.
Yeah.
What they did, they got pop-up man-like targets. Stop. And
what are you doing, JP? Are you changing Pampers?
I'm changing paper, man. It's called reality.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like, what the hell? That's flashbacks right there. I was like, my brain is like, JP's changing Pampers right now.
Sorry about that, people.
No, that's okay.
That's
okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm multitasking here. Yeah. I'm changing diapers and talking at the same time.
No, I know that. I know how you talk when you're changing Pampers. I've done this for a living before.
That's a stress test there.
Yeah. Were you on the floor or were you on a special table for changing?
I was on the floor.
Yes, I know. How did I know this?
I'm bending over, breathing heavy. So what the pop-up targets did was made it more like a man, and it desensitized you. So they'd pop up, you'd see a soldier, you shoot the target, it'd fall down. So it's all training and train your mind to how to react to, adversity. So guys aren't put in those situations, don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
I did SWAT 12 and a half years, I did 6 years military. So that helped me put me in bad situations where I know I can react.
Yeah.
And you have to test yourself,
Yeah.
It's scary. It don't mean you're not scared when you're doing bad things. It just, and you control your fear and react, and you rely on your training.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
I carry my revolver in single action. Says I was in at least 3 situations where I was in the wrong, and 3 times the cops let me go just because how I was interacting with them, and all 3 situations were with white cops. You know what? I think that's a lot of things in life, right? So, but yes, with police officers.
I'm gonna
and
wash
stuff
my
like
hands. Don't make a comment.
Yes, Richard Hughes. Good call, Richard. Good call. Good call.
I love Richard.
That adds to the flavor. Go ahead, Walter. What were you gonna say? Something?
No, I mean, sometimes you just need to keep your mouth closed.
Yeah. Or just, you know what I think a lot of times, because I know, like, being in New York City was the same thing for me. I was in situations with police officers, some situations where I was clearly, if they decided to go, get out of this car, I want to search you, there might be some problems. And I know that it's just like how you talk to them. Are you being respectful, all that kind of stuff that...
Right. You're not acting strange.
Yeah.
You're not.
But when you like when you pull someone they're dirty, you could see it, man. Like they're shaking for no reason, or they're sweating. It's cold outside. Like people give you hints. It's unbelievable. They, like I said before, last time they touch their pockets. They look over. They don't want to make eye contact.
Mm-hmm. After you said that last time, I realized how many times I do that.
I do it all the time, and I know it.
We can't help it.
To the store, you touch your gun to make sure it's covered, or you're just checking certain things if it's still there.
Yeah.
But like 50-50, like if you're polite to officer, like how many people lie to me? I had a lady when I pulled over for a stop sign, sitting there just for stop signs. She was like 70 years old. She runs a stop sign, didn't even brake. So I pulled over, and she said that she was a Christian. She would never run a stop sign.
Yeah.
I'm like, good. I didn't say that to her, but I felt like saying, good thing God's forgiven, man.
James Miller.
If God wasn't forgiven, you're going to hell.
Yeah, James Miller says, doesn't Hank always act strange? Vanessa Kitty says, I was in a situation in 83. The cops didn't act to assist or help or nothing. Okay, that's terrible. And Red Bear says, "Am I being detained?" Is that an immediate red flag to you when the dude goes, "Am I being detained?"
Yeah, I think it's funny. I mean, like, well, yeah, stop doing a car stop, so you are being detained. Yes, I mean, yeah.
I'm a sovereign. I'm a sovereign.
Yeah, all of it is, I'm traveling. I'm like, okay, you're traveling good. Give your traveling ticket. And what happens with that? I didn't go in with it. If they're a sovereign citizen and they don't want to give me ID, they don't think I have to do that. I just handcuff them and bring them in. I'm not going to sit there and argue with them. Mm-hmm. I'll figure out how you are when I do your fingerprints on APHIS and it pops up and tells me who you are. Yeah. Right? And if you refuse to do that, it's an extra charge. We'll hold you, go to court or handle it, So, like, a lot of times it's not worth to argue with, people. When you're young, though, sometimes, I don't know. As you get older, you realize the craft.
Yeah. If you make some, if you want to push the boundaries, I think that's the thing. I think you can get out of a lot of things depending on how you talk about it. Okay, so this is another police related thing, I swear, but I was saving this one because it's a little bit funny. Okay, so Georgia woman accused of shooting gun at McDonald's after getting cold fries. Which, listen, that's crime. That's a crime.
That is a crime, though.
Yeah, that's a crime. So,
that's almost as bad as driving out through the drive-thru and with your hotcakes and there's no syrup in the bag.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
No butter. There's no butter.
No butter.
There better be some butter in there.
So like plain cheeseburger and give me everything on it. My kid won't eat it.
Yeah.
You gotta turn around like kids are picky, man.
Yeah. Oh, they are. They are.
When I was a kid, I went to McDonald's. I got plain. Yeah. So at that time they had to make it for you plain. So I was always the last person eating. Plain.
Yeah. So here we go. Okay. So a woman is accused of firing a gun in a Georgia McDonald's. See, it's Georgia, people. It's not Florida this time. Not Florida, Georgia. Okay. In a Georgia McDonald's after complaining that she was given cold fries, according to several media reports. Lillian Chantel Tarver, 27, who was arrested after a police chase through Savannah, faces 12 12 charges, including 5 felonies. Chatham County Jail records show about 2:45 p.m. Tuesday, police responded to the Garden City restaurant to see her car speeding off. Garden City Police told USA Today she's accused of leading officers on a chase for about 10 to 15 minutes before pulling over on Liberty Parkway, where she was arrested. I think she was trying to finish the McDonald's before she got locked up. Because I'll make sure I eat this. You're going to get McDonald's anyway when you get locked up. That's how it goes. An employee at the McDonald's told Savannah WTOC TV that Tarver left the restaurant after getting her order, only to return 5 minutes later, saying her fries were cold. As the manager went to get fresh fries, the woman went into the kitchen and fired a shot into the floor. The owner told the news station. The owner says he gave her a refund and the woman left. No one was injured during the incident, which I think, hey, he did the right thing. The felony charges against Tarver include aggravated assault, armed robbery, attempting to elude police, and firearm possessions, jail records show. Boom!
That's crazy, man. And that's it. Like, when everybody, says everybody deserves a gun, until you do something like that, then maybe you shouldn't have a gun, because all that's going to do is make all the gun-loving, safe people. It's going to make us look bad no matter what, you know. Even though all my guns are in 500-pound safes and locked up, and no one can get to them, you know. So that's why when all the Second Amendment's like, you can't take your gun away, she has a Second Amendment. I agree. I believe in Second Amendment, but there's certain people. Maybe she shouldn't have a gun. You know, you're in there with your kid at McDonald's. And she shoots your kid. I mean, you know, sorry to be the, you know, talk bad like that, but
that's reality.
You know, you don't want bad gun people making it bad for us, because shit, man. You know, you don't know how far it's going to go before they start coming after us. I hope they don't. You know, buy all the semi-automatics you can, because you don't want one day to say they're trying to take semi-automatics. Yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen, because that would start a whole bad thing. And
anything's possible. Remember, my friend, you live in Connecticut, so you gotta go knock on some wood somewhere.
You know what? When I went on vacation, I just came back from vacation in Cape Cod. There was the outdoor shop. There were a gun shop up there, and another one. I forget the name of it, but I couldn't believe how they're in the front lines. Everybody should be supporting Mass people, like Connecticut, Rhode Island. Those guys have a gun store in Massachusetts. I went in there and I thanked them. I'm like, you guys are awesome.
Yeah. How is that? So how do we live in a world where a gun store in Massachusetts is a rare occurrence? That's crazy.
I mean, I think there is more. There's a lot, but it's amazing. Like the libs, they come after them and try to take their.
Yeah, but it didn't used to be like that. I remember back in the days, it was not like that in Massachusetts.
Yeah, Connecticut, we made all the guns.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. Richard Monder, a friend in England, Richard Monder, he says, did she shoot the fries? Did she shoot the fries? Yeah, the fries. I don't know. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. She gonna have problems for a little while. Let's see here. Someone asked a question. Ronald Hotboy asked this question. What cup size does a woman need to get out of a ticket? Well, okay, Ronald Hotboy.
Can't comment on that, please.
Okay, there you go.
Wise answer.
I can't make a comment on that.
Yeah. Adam Smith 86 says, I do not acknowledge your authority. Is that something you hear a lot, JP?
Yeah. People hate authority, man. I tell you that. It's sort of like when you're a kid going to the principal's office. You hate authority.
No. I don't see you.
But you need it. You kind of need it too. You know, hopefully the guys that have those positions of authority are treating people fair, and that's I want people to talk about like good police experiences. Not saying I tell kids all the time. I always try to take care of some riffraff kids, because maybe I was one day, and I say to them, always their parents will love them, the police, everybody hates them. So I try to care for them and look out for them, but I always remind them I'm still a cop. I still will arrest you. And just like my kids, I treat them with a lot of love, but they know, there's consequences, and that's why people are losing consequences. We need consequences in life.
Yeah.
It makes you not want to mess up again.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, what your consequence is.
Yeah. Hussein says Georgia is Florida adjacent. This is true. Sometimes people walk out of Florida into Georgia and infect the rest of the nation.
I think it's just they were on their way to Florida and their car broke down in Georgia and they just stayed there.
It's possible. She's going to be staying in Georgia for a while. Ronald.
Georgia that bad?
No, well, it depends where in Georgia, really. To be honest with you, yeah, I don't. Yeah, certain places. Let's just say that about Georgia. Ronald Hotboy says hashtag cold fries matter, and Bon Josh says mamhole. That's what we should say. It's a mamhole.
Mam.
Yeah.
Mamhole.
The memes on that were hilarious.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Brian Quick says she should be glad there wasn't someone in that McDonald's with their own weapon.
Right. Coming with the little...
Yeah, if you came into McDonald's with that...
That'd be bad.
Yeah.
I would never... For the record, I would never come into McDonald's with something like this.
Yeah.
That's for the record.
Yeah, Vanessa Kitty says, I have 3 gun stores in Mass up here near me. Yeah. So Massachusetts used to be known. Is that OD Green?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay. Nice.
I know. And it's the Star Og Mags, True Mags.
Yes,
I don't have the date
know.
over.
Yes.
I wanted the original.
I heard all about this the last time, JP.
I know.
Whatevs, dude. Okay. Let me see.
Come up, I'll let you shoot it, Hank, you know?
Okay, cool. Or come down and visit me, and you can shoot. You can shoot yours. I'll shoot mine. I haven't even put any rounds through mine yet, but we need to. Okay, Walter's might like this one. I think Walter might want to jump in this one.
Go ahead.
Ohio Wolverine. Did anyone else see Mueller today looking confused, almost like they pulled him from a nursing home? He was looking for his chocolate pudding. That's cold, man.
Wait a minute, hang on. Who pulled who from nursing home?
The Mueller.
Oh. I didn't watch any of that, but I guess, it's a dog and pony show. What all it is. There ain't nothing's gonna come of it. So.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah. I did listen to some of it. Yeah. I mean, you know what's my big takeaway from that? $25 million down the drain.
Yep. Just a bunch of, yeah. What? Kind of like, yeah, just a waste of money. Yeah. So, and a waste of time.
Yeah.
So,
and then we're still doing it. Who knows how much more money we added to the wastery?
The wastery, yeah.
Yeah. And then,
well, somebody's putting it in their wastery pockets.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and then all these, like, all the politicians who get to grandstand, can they do some actual work, man? Because this thing just I know Democrats don't want to let it die, so.
I'm gonna grab something real quick. That's my Styrog. So okay.
Yes.
Oh boy.
My Styrog.
You're gonna do this to me, Walter. You're gonna get your Styrog. Okay, fine.
What? No,
that's cool.
You're gonna get thrown off the interweb.
No. I'm saying, like, now everybody has to have a Styrog. I didn't bring mine. Go ahead, Walter. It's fine. That's cool.
All right.
No, go.
Give me a second here.
Yeah, Walter sneaking up on me with getting the. While Walter's getting his Styrog, I see the National Interest had this article about a Kel-Tec PMR. He says, why gun owners go crazy over the Kel-Tec PMR 30.
Yeah.
Interesting article there. This is an OD Green one. Probably would have liked to have an OD Green one. It says the Kel-Tec PMR 30 is a rarity amongst handguns on the market today.
It's cool. I mean,
all right. Closest thing I'm going to get is my
Walter's back.
Here
he is. Oh boy.
Microtech. Boom.
Yeah.
Nasty.
This is cool. I like it. And you have the knife, right? You said you have the knife.
Yeah, the knife and three.
Yeah, and Walter has the waffle mags. Okay, everybody's got a waffle mag. All right.
There we go, waffle mag. Yeah, there's a waffle mag.
Yeah, congratulations to the Styrol guys with the waffle mags. No, that's cool though. I like the way the waffle mags look. That's cool.
Yeah, I like them.
Mine uses most magazines though, so I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully you don't wind up in an apocalypse and run out of magazines.
I have a different gun for that.
Oh, you have different. What's your apocalypse gun?
I'm an MK18, small like a running gun with it, 10.5-inch barrel. I have a Surefire mini monster on it. I can punch you with it. I can break windows, everything you do. Okay. And everybody's like, "Oh, I was still hitting steel at 400 yards." Huh? I mean, with that 10.5-inch barrel, or 10-inch barrel. Not bad, not 10.5. So I'm thinking about my old spike on the HK 416 was a 10.5. But the MK18 is a actual 10.5 or 10.
Okay.
But I would grab that because, like you said, I'd be able to interchange mags, plentiful ammo, with short and small. CQB, you'd probably be fighting house to house. Mm-hmm. I'd rather have SRB.
Yeah. Uncle Mike says Safety Harbor Firearms.
SBR. What I say? SBC?
I don't know.
SBR.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I said something.
Uncle Mike says Safety Harbor Firearms. You got some chicken with them waffle bags.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of waffles.
Good idea.
Wednesday is Waffle House. Not Waffle. What is the Waffle? Not Waffle. Waffle House. Yeah, Waffle House is that chain, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah, the Waffle House. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and on Wednesdays we go to Waffle House because it's Waffle House Wednesday.
Oh.
So I had breakfast for lunch today.
Okay.
See any shootouts in Waffle House, Walt?
No, this isn't in the hood Waffle House. This is,
every Waffle House is in the hood.
Yeah.
Don't even try that nonsense with me, Walter. I know better than that. Yeah, I don't believe it's you. I'm going to use your own words against you. I don't believe it's you, Walter.
I don't believe that.
All right, well, check out the Waffle House on Sunset Point. in Clearwater. It's not in the hood.
Okay, we'll have to see. We'll have to see that one.
It's closer to the retirement hood than it is anything. So.
Oh, okay. There's some old gangsters. OG. That's what OG means. Old gangsters.
OG down from New York.
Yeah. So I was reading this article about the Kel-Tec PMR-30. I don't know if anyone wants to know. I'm a fan of the Kel-Tec PMR-30. And this article says, it's a rarity amongst handguns on the market today. A pistol with magazine holding more than 17 rounds. The PMR-30 actually holds 30 rounds and does so with some clever engineering that reduces it to a lightweight package, attractive to casual shooters, backcountry shooters, or people interested in a firearm for home defense. So I thought it was an interesting article, but you guys don't seem to... there's not a lot of PMR-30 love in the house right now.
Yeah, I don't have one, so I
It's a tool, it's not a bad thing to rock.
Yeah.
30 rounds of 12-pound trigger, you need it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 12-pound trigger, but that's just kidding.
No, the PMR-30, no, it's not a bad trigger at all.
I'm just kidding.
Did you ever shoot a PMR-30, Walter?
I don't believe I have, no.
No? Okay, we got to fix that.
Despy from the Blue Rifle Society, one of my guys, he has one.
Okay. How does he like it?
He likes it. He has a 5.7 it's so.
Oh, cool. Okay, so he has both of those. Okay.
Every gun, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy to be in a group.
Yeah, that's what you need, man. That's what you need. Every gun.
Oh yeah, yeah. He has a lot. I have a lot, but he has a lot. Oh.
Yeah.
You need it. You gotta have it for the library. I'm telling you.
They do. Yeah. I always encourage them to buy guns.
That's why I always
things
like these magazines. I gotta have one for the library.
Oh, hey. But you only bought one, Walter? Because I called dibs on the other one. You only bought one?
Well, Palmetto State Armory, dude.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you.
Test it out. Do a video on, like, maybe get a Surefire Splurgel or have someone borrow it, and then do a video with Surefire versus that versus the Magpul. See which one works the best.
Yeah.
I think they'll all work, but
yeah.
Cool.
Brian Quick says we have some pretty nice Waffle Houses in the Atlanta area, and then Richard Monder chimes in. He says, yes, my first Waffle House was in Atlanta. Did I go to a Waffle House in Atlanta? I can't, I don't remember, so I can't speak on it.
Last time we went to the Waffle House up in, we were at the machine gun shoot up in, where's that town? Hell, I can't remember now. But yeah, it's late night,
Mm-hmm.
Always good,
Yeah. So here's another thing I was talking to you guys about behind the scenes. This is this probably be the last police related thing. Then we'll get into some other stuff, some other things here. So Meek Mills, if anyone's into hip hop, it's kind of like, Meek Mills. It says 2008 conviction gets tossed. Prosecutors may drop case altogether, and this has to do with I guess drugs and gun. There's a gun thing going on here. So it says rapper Meek Mill was granted a new trial Wednesday as an appeals court tossed his 2008 conviction in a drug and gun case. The unanimous 3-judge opinion issued by the Pennsylvania Superior Court in the latest twist in the rapper's long-running court battle and could signal an end to his legal woes, as prosecutors may now choose to drop the case entirely. The Philadelphia native born Robert Rameek Williams was sentenced in 2009 to up to 23 months in prison and 10 years of probation. So, and then actually someone put him back in prison because they claimed he violated his probation, I think because he was riding what are those 4x4 things? Those little bike, the ATVs.
Oh, the ATVs, like a 4-wheeler.
Yeah,
side by side.
Yeah, it's probably right. Yeah. There's a big thing in the cities. Everybody drives their dirt bikes and 4-wheelers down through the streets, hundreds of them.
Yeah, so
crazy, and they just run you all through. They'll run people off the road. They'll run red lights. They don't stop for anybody. It's chaos.
So he was sentenced in 2009. It says he was convicted of carrying a gun without a license and crimes during a non-jury trial that relied on testimony from a single witness, former Philadelphia police officer Reginald Graham. According to the opinion, the court also overturned the whole violations thing, which sent him back for a little while. And it says, we conclude after discovered evidence is of such a strong nature and character that a different verdict will likely result at a retrial. And basically, if you go through all of this, what happened is that police officer was corrupt, and there's some other There's some other things going on with that police officer. And the guy claimed that, Meek Mill's pointed a gun at him and all that kind of stuff. He had drugs on him, but then they found out that officer, was doing a bunch of stuff, and they kicked him off the force, and then that whole thing fell apart. So
yeah, I think he said something like he's like maybe forced to retire or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's why you never. It's called a slippery slope, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people, like, if I don't have it, not only have 5 years to get you, but back in the day, I'd be like, I have 15 years. You're gonna mess up. You're still gonna be a dirtbag. You're still gonna be a criminal. Hopefully not, because we want people to do good, but they're probably gonna be dirtbags. So I have 15 years to get you. So I'm gonna wait until I have good probable cause to arrest you. I'm not gonna go down the slippery slope of bending the rules.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do that. Because when you do bend the rules, and then it realizes that you are bending rules and you're violating people's rights, everything you worked for is gone. It's gone. So that you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose cases. You're gonna get and Meek Mills is probably guilty. Who knows? I don't know. I wasn't there. But if he is guilty, just by the question of that cop being dirty, we'll get that overturned and thrown out.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like that's where you never want to go down that road where you're bending the rules, because when it comes down to it, you're gonna lose everything you worked for.
Yeah.
And
that's
when you get
true.
fired as a
That's
cop,
true.
you're gonna be a landscaper or a car salesman, one or the other.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know whether or not the gun he had was illegal and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I think personally guns should not be. Everyone should have guns. It's my, my personal thing. But, if you're going to do stuff like that, like to me, just because it's a rapper or whatever, I actually don't like this guy as a rapper. But, I think it's cool. The people in Philly are probably happy, so I'm cool with that. I don't think he really has all those kinds of skills, so, yeah.
You like the Nas and Tupac and Biggie, that's who you like.
Yeah, I like the old school guys.
Like
but,
Nas
I like
from
the,
New York.
Yeah, I like the new school guys, too.
Wu-Tang Clan, come on.
I do like those guys. But I like the new school.
Tell me when you guys are going to stop speaking English.
Walter does not relate to this. Okay, Ivan Kerniwan, I think I'm saying it right. Ivan Kerniwan. Maybe, I don't know if I'm saying it properly. Sorry, Ivan, I'm messing it up. He says, hello, Hank, greetings from Indonesia. Now it's 7 a.m. in the morning in Indonesia. So shout out to Ivan out there. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too much. Kerniwan. Let me know if I said it right. Put it out phonetically. So let's see.
Well,
that's cool, man. Someone from Indonesia.
Yeah, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, shout out to the people in Indonesia.
And he's in another day, man.
What you doing in? Yeah, he's in tomorrow. He's calling from the future.
He's in tomorrow watching, Yeah.
Ivan's
He's actually probably fighting right now.
Yeah, Ivan's calling from the
It's just
future.
crazy, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ivan. Brian Quick says, from Brian Quick, has JP ever seen the documentary The 7-5?
Yes, I watched it. It was awesome.
What
it
is
was
that?
about, like, the whole precinct was, not all of them, but they had a really dirty cop, and what he was doing, he's working for drug dealers in New York City. If you didn't watch it on Netflix, you gotta watch it.
It's on Netflix? Okay, yeah, I could check it out.
It's unbelievable. Like,
really?
So this cop was like, some of his guys got caught and fired, but they would come up and they would like do the burglaries as they're waiting outside, letting them know about if the cops are coming to listen to the radios. So their boys would be in there breaking into houses and stealing stuff or running drugs, whatever they're doing, and they'd be on the radio protecting them. And they also would go into people's houses, and guys like, my house got burglarized. And Hank Strange is like, man, I had, I didn't check my gun safes yet. I have like 30 guns in there. And next thing you know, the detectives come out like, well, yeah, you have no guns. They must have got stolen. They took them all. So they would go in, if I gave anything valuable in the house, and they'd be like, yeah, I have like 20 grand in my closet. I don't trust banks. Like, oh, okay. Because a lot of like Chinese and Indian, I'm not just saying this, but they don't trust banks, so they keep their money in their house, right?
Yeah.
So we get a lot of Asian gangs targeting Asian people, and they break in their house and they'll steal their gold. Indians too, and they'll steal the gold and money and all that. It's not even made up. It's true. Wow. So they'd be like, yeah, I got $20,000 in my closet. They're like, oh, let me go check, and they'd come back like, yeah, it's not there. They must have stolen it. And they'd put it in their reports.
Wow.
Crazy.
So the 7-5, is that for the 75th precinct?
Yeah, 75th precinct, New York City.
Where is the 75th precinct in New York City? Do you know offhand?
I think
sounds familiar.
It was in, I think it was the southeast Manhattan. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask my brother.
Okay.
But maybe even Brooklyn.
Okay.
Maybe
Someone
Brooklyn
look up
Southeast.
someone look up 75th precinct because it sounds kind of familiar to me.
It's Brooklyn or Southeast, the ghetto in the like Southeast. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Straight to the rope. Straight to the rope. No.
So those when people do that, it upsets me when cops go rogue because it makes everybody look bad. It just and because 99% of the guys, they would do anything for anybody. Like I said before, they're out to help people. But there's people, there's also there's bad doctors, bad everybody.
Yeah. Let me do a shout out to Dill Spec 816. Shout out
South
to him.
Brooklyn Night Train said.
Yeah. Okay, Brooklyn. Yeah, it sounds like Brooklyn. 75th
South
precinct.
Brooklyn. Yep.
South Brooklyn. Dill Spec, shout out to him out there. He says, "What's up? Great discussion going on." Let me get another shout out in. John Crump, who was our guest last night. You guys should go look at that episode. Good episode.
That was a good episode. I watched it before.
Yeah. Walter, John's a good guy, man.
I watched the whole thing front to back.
Oh, you liked it? Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me you liked that. Man. Why did you like it? Why did you like it?
Because I didn't first I didn't know too much about ammo land at all, and then when I heard him talk about the internet and social media and all that stuff, I'm like, this guy knows more than he's leading on to. So
he knew a lot. He started off slow, then started coming in the end, with a lot of good stuff.
So it's that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mike Oxmall wants a shout out. Shout out to Mike. Thanks for coming in. He says, Hank, can I get a shout out? Okay. Recognize, he says, locked and loaded. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. And then John Crump says, my father-in-law was a cop in New York City. And then someone, Mike Oxmall says 75th is Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure I know that.
South Brooklyn.
I know that, I know that. That 75th precinct sounds familiar. Go ahead, Walt.
My father-in-law was a cop in New Orleans for 50 years.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow. He has some stories.
Which years? Which 50 years, Walter? Because that could be...
He started, I think, in the late 50s. So, he was there when Oswald was running around in New Orleans. I asked him if he ever ran into Oswald when he was on the street hanging out leaflets and stuff. He said he didn't.
Oswald Lee Harvey?
Lee Harvey Oswald, yeah. New Orleans was one of his stomping grounds.
The funny thing back then was any felony, it didn't matter what felony was. It don't have to be violent crime, felony, and someone else is getting hurt. You could shoot them. If someone runs away from you and they have a gun, you can shoot them in the back, right? If it's a they're a felon and they're gonna hurt other people, right? But back then it didn't matter. If it was a felony, they could shoot you. So you'd be breaking the house and shoot you in the ass and jumping out the window. I think in the 70s they changed that, late 70s.
Yeah.
But any felony, it didn't matter what it was. If you ran from the cops, they could shoot you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Go ahead, Walt. Go ahead,
Walt. Their answer to pickpockets, because New Orleans has Mardi Gras and people come into town pickpockets. And their answer to pickpockets is break their hands.
Break the hands?
Break their hands.
Okay. Just one hand or both hands?
Well,
what's going on?
Break their hands. With an S.
Plural.
With an S.
Plural.
Yeah. And they don't pick no pockets with broken hands, do they?
No. You need those bones. You need those opposable thumbs. Wow.
And that's probably the lesser stuff, we'll say. So.
Okay. Okay.
Old school policing, we'll say. So.
Yeah. So is he still around? Is he?
Yeah, he's still around, but
okay.
He had some good stories. I tell you that.
Yeah. Probably don't even. Some of them probably you don't really want to hear, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So is he like a big, rough and rugged type dude?
He's pretty large when height wise, not like muscle man or anything. But the funny part is. I'm a Class 2 manufacturer, so we made the little shotguns and all that stuff. His first reaction, those are illegal. He said, those are illegal. Those are illegal. And I'm like, you know something? There's some of those in your neighborhood that I sold to people. That's what I told him. Legally, of course.
Did he like that? Okay, I was going to say, yeah.
He's like this, huh? It's like, yeah.
Not cops don't know the laws necessarily. I mean, JP, you're here. Huh?
Not all of them.
Yeah. So
the common ones, but if you get into gun laws, certain ones, but you don't. That's why you have to study them.
Yeah, when you start getting NFA stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, they don't know.
Everybody does.
You just know like a certain length. Most cops would probably be like, all right, this looks a little short. Let's ask Wagner. Let's ask Despy. Let's ask one of the Blue Rifle Societies. We all work together. So, we're all the gun guys. So they come to us and ask us.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're like the gun experts in the PD.
I just found something on the truth about guns that is I think would probably be it's about the NRA. Marion Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne LaPierre has earned NRA members' respect and loyalty and support. That's what the cat.
Okay, that's comedy. That's comedy.
That's what the cat lady says. Yes.
Oh, did this just come out? Wait, this is what firearm blog? Oh, Truth About Guns. Okay.
Truth About Guns. Yeah. Okay. That's one of the.
That's what you do. You everybody's gonna protect their brand, right? So if you're loyal to LaPierre or whatever, they're gonna stick with them to the end. Right? They're going to fall and crumble down with them, and that's what happens.
They're going to go down with the ship. So
they feed each other's egos. They're not listening to the common person because he's getting fed with all these little people talking to heads, like talking to him, saying how great he is. He doesn't know what's going on. Because I like the NRA. I want them to succeed. We want any gun person. I hate cops who guess what? I want to support the Second Amendment. I want to be there. I want to help out. I want to be gun guys. I want to teach young people how to shoot so they want to shoot in the future, right? So any gun person you should try to support that follows safety and the right causes, right? So I don't want them to fail, but they need to figure it out quick because they are going to fail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead,
Maybe they need to fail.
Right. I think, Walter, was you trying to get in there? What was that you were trying to say?
No, I mean, like I said, they're going to go down with the ship, the ones that are his supporters, so... Mm-hmm. They're not going to jump ship because that's their lifeblood.
Yeah, she's like the top of that food chain, I think.
She used to be the president, I think, Marion Hammer.
She was the president, yeah.
Yeah. So she's not gonna jump ship. There's no way.
Yeah. So. Protecting your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. What else? I was just.
I'm looking at this thing in New Jersey. It says here. I'm going to show it here. If Phil Murphy had his way, all gun sales in New Jersey would be limited to smart guns.
Smart.
So yeah, what do you think about that whole thing? You're close enough to New Jersey and Connecticut. What do you?
New Jersey, you can get arrested for hollow points. So if you travel through and you have hollow points, they'll hit you. You can't even have a hollow point. You think you would want hollow points because. You have a 10 millimeter, hopefully it doesn't go through, it expands enough and it doesn't go through, penetrate all the way. You throw a ball 10 millimeter, it's going right through, So the anti-gun people don't know what they're doing. So hollow points are good because it stops inside the person, right? Mm-hmm. Might do a little damage, but whatever. But smart guns, they want to make them individually. So the smart gun in New Jersey, I read it, they wanted to match like you only, right? Obviously, so no one else can get it. I think it's corny. Just think of technology, how it fails all the time. Are you going to rely on a smart gun to save your life and your family's life? I think it's crazy. Mm-hmm. Or how about it's my smart gun? And if I went out with Hank Strange, I would tell Hank Strange, like, hey, I have a mag in my left pocket and I have my gun on my right hip. If I go down, that's where it is. Mm-hmm. I always tell people that. I don't know why. I just tell people that. Mm-hmm. So how about I go down and Hank Strange pulls out my smart gun. And my smart gun's going because it's too smart, right? Mm-hmm. Hank can't use my gun, and we all die.
The battery goes. The battery gets weak in your smart gun. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You charge it every night.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be. Go ahead, Walt.
I got to change the subject for a second. You see the video of the girl getting gored by the buffalo?
Oh, the big buffalo? Yeah, that's stupid. Man. Walter, how many times I can see Walter's repeating this on a loop.
Oh, I'm just watching it because it's like stupidity in motion. You don't get near a buffalo.
Nope.
Her family's right there. Do you see the family runs away?
Oh yeah. Have you seen a buffalo in person, Hank?
In person, not alive. Yeah. I've seen them stuffed in person. I don't want to see them.
When we were in Yellowstone, we saw some close up in the car.
Wait, hold on a second. No, I've seen them in Texas. I'm lying. I have seen them live in Texas. They are massive and they stink.
And they're bad.
Yeah.
They're badass. They're the definition of badass animals, and you just don't fuck with them.
These ones were chilling in the mud, so you can see that they were down in the mud. They would have to get up. But you don't why the family. Why are people getting that close to animals? It's called the wild.
Yeah, because they watch like Lion King and all these other like movies where they're hugging bears and shit. Yeah. They're gonna eat. Bears will eat you. They kill their own young. Lions kill their own young. Nature. Yeah. That's why you need a 10 millimeter.
Oh, I knew JP was gonna find a reason to show the 10 millimeter.
Yeah, this is my woods gun. Every gun's some are fun, but some are tools. This is my woods gun. I go out in the woods with this. It's a 29, so it's small. I have a 15 rounder in it. But look, they take up that gap. The X grip sells this little grip right here, and it goes down on it. Oh. And then you get a better grip when you shoot a 15 rounder out of a 29.
Oh, that's X grip. X grip. Okay.
X grip. So it takes up that space there. I have giant hands, and I'm a tall guy, but my hands fit pretty on it with that grip. I can shoot it normal. Someone's like, "Why don't you just shoot it with?" I want 15 rounds, right? I want a shorter thing. If I'm in the woods, I'm chest carrying. I can come out and I can point. Smaller, less movement, I guess. But I have 15 rounds to put into something, So
yeah,
buffalo will kill your family if you have a 10 millimeter.
Yeah, yeah. Leave buffaloes alone. Here's the thing I told Lola. We were looking at this morning, and I was like, "How do you act if you see a roach in your house?" Or like a spider. You try to kill it. So what do you think happens when you go to the wild where the buffalo is and he sees your ass? He's like, "What's that? That doesn't belong here." Boom. So don't mess with the buffalo. Don't mess with
buffaloes. Are badass.
Len Holt says reading about the bill that passed there. He's talking about in New Jersey, they're requiring the smart guns to be registered on a list.
Yep. And once they pass that bill, Hank, they can't. I don't think they could sell like regular guns. Everybody has to every gun manufacturer has to make a smart gun. They won't be sell dumb guns anymore.
Yeah. Des 7th Ave says New Jersey is the worst place on earth. They want to base gun legislation based on the development of the smart gun, which makes no sense.
Well, I got news for you. There isn't going to be any.
Yeah. So. Walter, you are the person here who makes guns. What would it take for you to manufacture a smart? Have you ever thought about this, or you just think, no, this is stupid? I'm never, Can you? How the hell are they going to manufacture these smart guns? I'm wondering.
I ain't making no damn smart gun.
Okay.
Here's the smart gun right here.
Answer, yeah. Make your fingers smarter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
this is the smart gun right here. There we go. Smart pinkies.
Yeah.
Pinkies.
Yeah. Crazy.
I have to say today in the shop. We had a Palmetto State Armory. The AKV came through.
What?
A transfer for somebody, not for me. I don't own one yet. That was a nice looking gun.
You liked it? You were messing around with it before the guy got there?
I didn't look at. My significant other couldn't find the serial number on it, and I had to show her where it was at.
Oh, okay.
But because she was doing some paperwork with it, but yeah, it's a sharp looking gun.
How does the etiquette go on that in the shop? Like if a gun comes in for someone. They're transferring it, but you think it's cool. Can you mess around with it?
I don't want to scratch it or nothing, man. Most of the time, I won't even take it out of I don't even like to, because if it's got a scratch or a mark on it or something, I don't want to be the one getting blamed for it. So, but that doesn't usually happen.
Yeah.
But it was packaged in a nice box and everything. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I haven't heard it. They had a little bit of problem in the beginning with them, but since they did the Mac upgrade on them or whatever.
Yeah, they did the Mac upgrade, but they did some other things I think as well on there. So because I think what is it like they're on it's a Gen 2 that's going out now.
Yeah, they run now. I mean, I've been watching them. Robsky shoot it. I've got up to 3,000 and 4,000 rounds now. So.
Yeah, Kiaski says the AKV-9 are decent, but I still haven't shot mine. And he says he likes the mags. The mags are awesome. How come you haven't shot it yet?
Kiaski. I mean, I don't know, man. I know the mags are very cool because I use them in the CZ. So
yeah. So is there anyone out there from Alabama? I'm going to throw this thing up. Here's some news in the firearms blog. Notice ATF issues public safety advisory to Alabama FFLs. So basically, let me see what this is saying here. Our friends at Orchid Advisors just made us aware of a procedural change in the firearms transfers in the state of Alabama. Alabama FFLs can no longer accept the state's concealed carry permit. CCP is an exemption for a federal NICS check. Apparently, Alabama has not been collecting enough personal identifying information from non-resident applicants to conduct a federal immigration alien query, IAQ, as required by law. In addition, CCPs may have been issued to individuals who have not passed a NICS check. That's interesting. So Alabama is going to be some problems. Something going on there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone out there from. Is there anyone out there from Alabama?
Anybody in the chat?
Yeah,
Alabama.
Is anyone from Alabama? Opt out of gun control says he wants one of those things because he has a bunch of Scorpion mags. There you go. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Kioski. Yeah, the Kioski says, oh, no time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst thing, man. When you have a new gun, you really want to shoot it, but no time to shoot. Okay, Walter, you want to talk about this magazine?
Well, yeah, for those who weren't there earlier, 60-round Schmeiser, made in Germany, AR mag, polymer, some kind of polymer, very sturdy. I saw it at the SHOT Show. The Schmeiser guys were in the German area at the SHOT Show. This came, I guess, American Tactical Imports American Tactical is importing them from Germany. They do have a little attention thing that not recommended for flawless performance when using 300 blackout. Last round bolt open may not be consistent in some AR receivers. So, anyways, at least they tell you that up front, and so you don't scream about it later.
Yeah.
But seems to be of really good quality, and it's actually made in Germany. So, I think tomorrow I'm going to have an opportunity to shoot it, and I think I'll try it out just for goodness.
Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about that? You got any 60-round mag? That's not illegal in Connecticut, is it?
No, I can still buy basically what I want. Magazines I could buy. Any like AR type stuff, I get a letter from my chief or acting chief, and they usually sign everything. I get anything I want.
Yeah, but civilians can't buy. Can't.
Yeah, I don't like that, but that's the rules. So I'm gonna take advantage of my situation. I have 5 more years left. I'm gonna buy all the things I could buy, and then it's 90 days after I retire. I have to register everything.
Whoa! So you're gonna have to register the magazines?
Yeah. So that's the rules. Like, so I'll say, let's say I have 200 mags. I just say I have 200 mags. And then that's the number. But I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. How long I stay in Connecticut.
Yeah. John Gillian says, by the way, 2 years ago when my dumbass didn't know gun laws, I carried my 357 SIG to New York on vacation with hollow points. That was my gun I brought.
Yeah. I think they charge you for every bullet in New York City too. So
yeah, you've got to. Yeah.
Hopefully that the Supreme Court case with people that want to have firearms in New York City, they have a New York State permit, but I think this is the way it goes. They can't carry in New York City, so they're fighting that. Okay. So that hopefully that goes our favor.
Yeah, I have a friend that lives in Connecticut, but he was like an Uber driver, and he took a fare from Connecticut to New York.
Oh yeah.
And he got pulled over, I guess, in Harlem because he was like driving while white in Harlem or something like that.
That's true.
Yeah, and so. I'm going to try to see if I can get him to come on the show. I think he was telling me that he's going to be able to do it and talk about the experience. But basically, he got pulled over. He told the guys that he had a gun. So, and it was in his bag. Lots of us have these CCW backpacks and stuff. They couldn't find it. So he had to get it for them, which is another not good thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they couldn't find it in there, and then he wound up getting arrested, all of that kind of stuff.
No joke.
Yeah, but he's a combat vet, and he got released. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with all that. I'm going to try to get him to come on and talk about that whole experience.
People flying into New York were getting arrested for having a pistol locked up in their case. They would do a layover, and they would get arrested because they had I could civilians, like if you're going to go to Arizona, you can lock your pistol up, right? That's the rounds have to be an original case of rounds, and the gun has to be locked up in a case, and you can fly with it. People were flying in New York, they were getting arrested. You know, they found all the rules, but when you land in New York, man, they didn't care. They arrested you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff on that in the news back in the day, you know, a couple of years ago.
I mean, he got out, but I don't know. I don't think he's ever getting that gun back. So.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that back.
No, and he'd probably get they'll probably give him probation or something. He's still, it's sad, but
yeah,
that's why I don't know. I'm a cop, so I have to watch what I say.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Let's see.
Right?
Yeah, here's another one.
And you have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, use that right. Use that right.
Use that right. Don't self-incriminate.
Yeah. John Gillian, what's he asking here? Question, Hank Strange or anybody, how do you drive with your guns through like Chicago or New Jersey?
You don't.
You don't do it.
Yeah, I would be careful. But as long as you don't, I think like a lot of places, like Massachusetts, like you could drive through their state, but you have to have a destination. You can't stop anywhere else. So like, let's say I was going to New Hampshire with my guns to shoot up I think SIG's up there, right? I was going to go up there and shoot. If I go through and I stop somewhere and like stay the night because I was tiresome, then you can get in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that there's like federal
travel through.
Yeah, there's federal laws about this of what you need to do. I know I went through it when I was in California. You probably need to look this up if you're going to go through Chicago, New York, New Jersey or something. I know in California you can't have the gun on you unless you have a California CCW. Which mine obviously doesn't reciprocate to there, so I had to take it, lock it in the trunk, and all that kind of stuff. So you should probably look it up, and I think like there's apps and things like that talk about all this stuff. But definitely look it up before you do it, or try to plan if you can a way around New Jersey, New York, or whatever. It might take you a little bit longer on your route if you're driving. Try to get around that. And if like JP is saying, you happen to, let's say you have a gun, but you weren't supposed to be in New Jersey or New York, right? And you're on the plane, don't claim it.
Don't claim it.
Don't claim the gun. You will get arrested.
Yep.
So don't claim it. So there you go.
New York will arrest you.
Yeah. Walter, how does that work with, with manufacturers? How does that work, Walter? Is that...
I don't... Oh, donuts!
Uh-oh.
This is my little kid asked me for donuts. I'm raising them right. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Chocolate donuts.
As a manufacturer, I don't know in those communist provinces. I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't gone through that yet.
I'm not gonna. You know why? Supposedly ATF moved their tech branch out of DC
for that same reason.
Yeah, the gun laws in DC. Mm-hmm. How could you bring something to DC to the tech branch?
Right.
If it's illegal, it's like that's why they're in West Virginia.
Oh, they're in West Virginia now. Okay.
Yeah, they're in West Virginia now. Yeah, but no, I wouldn't push my luck to tell you that. I mean, if I was going to New Hampshire and I had somebody that lived there, I knew I'd ship it to them.
And also Connecticut, new law thing coming out October 1st is that you have to have all your guns locked up unless it's on your person. So if it's like the mass law is. If it gets stolen out of your car, because Connecticut, there's no law for it. So people are keeping their guns in their cars, and people would break into them and steal them. So, or they break into a house and steal a gun. So now every gun, the law is coming out October. Every gun has to be locked up and be secure if it's not on your person.
Yeah.
So this is Connecticut. When did this pass?
Yeah, that's coming out. I think October 1st.
Oh, this October.
Yeah, and they're doing reminders right now, state police, about. Properly securing your weapons.
Yeah. Walther Arms says they have similar rules driving through the reservations in Arizona. C4 Defense says what's up to everyone. Brian Quick says a cop with donuts. Finds that.
I don't eat them.
Yeah, John Dieter says donuts.
Don't eat them because I'm gluten free. That's why I don't. I know. I got Lyme disease, and ever since I got Lyme disease, I was a canine officer. Ever since I got Lyme disease, like I can't drink milk or eat gluten. I don't know. I get all inflamed and shit. So I avoid. I try to. It's not because I'm like sensitive,
Look at somebody.
My body's sensitive now.
Jeremy Gontars.
Mm-hmm.
I live in New Jersey. You can ship me a gun anytime. Yeah. I mean, I live in New Hampshire. Sorry.
New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, New Hampshire. Yeah,
New Hampshire. Yeah, New Hampshire.
Oh, New Hampshire's a free state.
Yeah, that's what they think, anyways.
Not yet. They get taken over eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the people from New York and stuff, you know.
New York took over Vermont, ruined Vermont. So
that's
super liberal.
Part of the problem with Connecticut too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's happening everywhere. Okay, did you? Let me see. Where did this go? I had this. Oh, here's the Ruth Bader. Did you hear this thing about Ruth Bader? First of all, she's still alive. She's still alive. Don't you know? She says, "I am very much alive, Justice Ginsburg. I'm very much alive." Right. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg said in an interview Tuesday that she does not favor proposals put forth by some Democratic presidential candidates who have advocated changing the number of Supreme Court justices if the Democrats win the presidency. Oh, she doesn't. She's against that. So
I can't believe I agree with her on one thing. I agree with her.
Yeah, you got to agree with the Bader Ginsburg on that.
I agree with her. Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time, she's not giving up that seat anytime soon, man. You know.
No, until she does.
Yeah, she's hanging in there, but she looks actually she doesn't look too bad. Let me see. I'm gonna play the video. Let me see what's going on here. What was that?
Man.
What was that?
A laugh. That was a laugh.
Yeah.
That was doesn't look too bad. She looks like The Walking Dead.
They're propped up right now.
Yeah.
They have strings attached to her. She's talking.
Yeah, like a puppet.
Yeah. They had the guy from Police Academy, remember that black guy did all the voices? He's talking behind her.
Yeah, I forgot. Something Winslow. That's something Winslow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so, you know, she's hanging in there. She's hanging in there, man. She's looking forward to 4 more years. 4 more years.
Bless her.
4 years.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to look through the news. I don't know, see if you guys see. Let's see what's going on here. In the news, I see that Buffalo thing. Everyone's enjoying that. That kid's lucky, though. I mean, I think she got away with this 9-year-old girl. Her parents took off.
Oh, God. Who would leave your kid?
When you're staring down a charging buffalo, that's how you find out where you're at. You know.
First of all, I'd be a good parent. I wouldn't let my kid get near the buffalo.
No,
Second, if my kid did get near the buffalo, I'd smoke the buffalo and deal with the consequences later.
Oh man, if you shot a buffalo in Yellowstone, you'd be hated by every freaking.
You're not leaving that park.
Every tree hugger liberal in the whole world would hate you.
But my kid would be alive.
Yes, they would. Yes, and you'd have
Depending on where you shoot him and what you shoot him with.
Yeah.
Well, after about 15 rounds, you might.
Bernie, did you?
Ruth?
Excuse me for a second.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Walter, you taking a look at Ruth? Okay. Did you hear this one, Walter? Bernie Madoff asked Trump to reduce his prison sentence for massive Ponzi scheme.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. What was his sentence? Was it multiple lifetimes? What does he want to get it reduced to?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
He kind of fell off the chart for me. So I mean,
yeah. Does anyone want to see Bernie Madoff released? I don't think so. No, man.
No.
When you pull off these kind of schemes, you take advantage of people. You got to go away for a long time. I mean, why are we even paying to put him up?
And you know, the thing is, he took advantage. He's Jewish. Mm-hmm. Most of the people he schemed were Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
So he schemed his own people.
That's how it goes, man. Jewish on Jewish violence. It's like it's horrible, man. It's a mashugana. I don't know if I use that properly.
As my dad say, they sell their mother. So that's not everybody, but you know.
Yeah. Brick says Buffalo burgers for the whole park that day. Did we have that? So John Gillian's talking about the Area 51 thing. Did that happen? That didn't. Did that happen? Was that last weekend? I don't know.
I think that wasn't supposed to be for last weekend, was it?
Yeah. When's the Area 51 thing? Here, let me see. I gotta see. There's an Area 51. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything about that. I don't think that Area 51 thing is now.
The woman who started all that, it was kind of just a joke. I guess she posted it on her Facebook page, and then it got shared a couple times and shared a couple more times, and all of a sudden it just went.
Was that I thought that was a dude. No.
I thought it was a female. I saw that I guess she said it was a joke or something. She didn't mean.
She said it was a joke after the feds came knocking on her door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it saved watching her, right? Everybody else.
Yeah. Here.
There you go. Ohio
September.
Said it's 20th, September 20th.
September 20th. Okay. September 20th.
Yeah. It's fallen off the news thing right now. So.
Yeah, no one's interested in that. Here's what I'd like to know: who got the PSA Area 51 lowers?
Well,
I didn't get it though.
They said 4 to 6 weeks on those. So.
Oh, okay. So they're not out. They didn't get out to anyone yet.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. All right. Here's another thing in the news right here. We can go to Truth About Guns. Plaintiffs move for injunction blocking California ammunition background check. The plaintiffs in Road versus Becerra, the lawsuit filed to challenge California's law requiring background checks on all ammunition sales, filed a motion with the court on Monday requesting an injunction blocking enforcement of the law until the suit can be decided. The suit is supported by the California Rifle and Pistol Association and has a raft of individual and retailer plaintiffs behind it, but the named plaintiff is multi-Olympic champion shooter Kim Road, a California resident, and they're showing her right there. So, that hopefully that situation works out. They get that blocked. What happens if something what happened with the magazine ban in California? If they get like a week or something, do you think that all the ammo in America is going to be sold to California?
I guess.
Yeah.
It's sad. Come on, all this stuff is sad. Especially that a judge. Okay, you can do it, and then all of a sudden the judge says, "No, you can't."
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, Armament and Axes wants JP to show the Gorn he won here long ago. Did you win something here, JP?
I never won anything from you.
Yeah, I think that's someone else. That's another person. Maybe.
Wish I won something from you. No, I'm checking.
Oh, okay. I think his name, someone that has a name that sounds like Wagner, I think, or maybe that's another Wagner.
Don't you have a Mark Wagner?
Maybe there was someone else that did win a gun from us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him. I think that was Mark Wagner one.
Yeah, and C4 Defense says, I heard they're getting the troughs of Monster Energy and beef jerky ready for Area 51 deal.
If the National Guard unit goes there protected, can I join up? I'll swear in, Yeah. Just give me a belt fed, that's all.
Yeah. Ohio
minigun
barrels,
Yeah. Ohio.
Maybe Mark 18, I'll take that.
Ohio Wolverine says he's going to the Area 51 thing just to see what happens there. If you're going, see if you could go live, man. You can cover it.
Yeah.
Bring in some coverage, or maybe we'll get Richard Hughes to go. To do
Pebbles.
Yeah, to bring in the coverage for us. John Crump gave us $2. Thanks a lot, John. We appreciate that. Shout out to him. You guys need to check out AmmoLand where his articles are going up. Oh, by the way, you know what? I got on the Mines thing that he was talking about yesterday.
The Mines. So when they ask you about verifying your email address, did they send you an email?
I think so. I think you can verify your email or do it through cell phone.
Because I couldn't get past that point for some reason. I don't know what.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe it was just me or what, but I don't know.
But I am on there for anyone who's interested. Here, I'll throw it up. Let me see. Can I capture? Boom. Real Hank Strange. That's me on Mines for anyone who's looking. Real Hank Strange on mine. Guess what? If you follow me, I might follow you back. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, support each other.
Who's on Mines? Are you, Walter? You're not on there yet because you're still trying to figure it out. Let's see if John can help you. John, if you know about that, let us know. And he also says my research exhibit one in that magazine case in California. Oh, okay. So his research has something to do with that. Let's see. JP, are you on Mines?
Not yet. I don't think.
Okay.
I'll get on.
Yeah. If anyone's here is on Mines, let me know. But you can hit me up at the real.
Did you say Minds, like Minds?
MINDS, and yeah, it's a Instagram app. Not Instagram. I'm sorry. It's an iPhone and Android app. So it's an app. Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Yeah, get up on there. Follow me. We're trying to get.
So you need to do it through your phone then.
Probably that's the better way to do it, Walter.
Yeah,
through the phone.
that's yeah.
Yeah, there's an iPhone app for you, Walter. There's an iPhone app. I don't know what you have, JP. Vanessa Kitty says, "What is that on, Hank?" It's like a social media that John Crump was talking about that works off a blockchain and all that. Mm-hmm. I'll get him to come back and talk about that. So it's Minds, MINDS. It's an app on Android or iPhone if you wanna get up with it.
Okay.
Get ready for the coming apocalypse of the social medias.
Stay connected.
Yeah. And Des 7th Avenue says, if you give me gift cards, I will go and be an Area 51 correspondent.
Gift cards. I'll take a couple T-shirts, maybe a couple. I'll work for T-shirts.
Yeah,
I'll give you some Arby's gift certificates or something. Yeah. For that Arby's that's 300 miles from there. Yeah.
Yeah. Care Bear on the Holiday Road says, I'm on Minds, but I haven't posted anything yet. What's your thing on Minds? Let me know. Is it Care Bear on the Holiday Road? Let me know what it is. C4 Defense is saying Minds. No, MIND as in David S. So
it's like your mind with an S.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jade Grew says, I'm on Minds, but nothing comes up when I search. No, it's not The Real. It's just Real. REAL. Hank Strange. Let me search Care Bear on the Holiday Road. I gotta search that. Is that what it is? Yeah, Care Bear. Here we go. Care Bear on the. That is a long name, and I don't even see it. Let me see. I gotta go back. Care Bear on the. There's no way that's the name on this thing. No, nothing's coming up right now. Let me know what your thing is, or just follow me on there, and then I'll look into it. So, yeah. I think C4 Defense. I don't know if you're on there, C4. Let me know. I don't know. Jade Grew. Okay, Jade Grew says he got it. And it looks like I got a notification. Oh, what? I got a notification from there's people subscribing to me on there. What? Follow for follow, people. Follow for follow. What can I say?
Got reinforcements away from home.
So let's see. Opt out. Yeah, I'm gonna follow him, and then Jade Grew. I'm guessing you're Jade Grew on there. Jade Grew. The Jade Grew I'm following. So there you go. Yeah. It's called The Holiday Road. Okay, let me see. I'll go find that one. Also, The Holiday
Road.
There you go. Boom. All right, so there you go. We'll try to get John Crump is saying he's John Crump on there for anyone who's interested. I'll get him to come back because he was a good guest yesterday. And Kiaski says, how long until we find out Minds is run by Russians like that Face app? Laugh out loud. I was looking Minds up to let me look it up because
Minds.
Yeah.
This is Minds. This is Minds right here.
Yeah.
This is all Minds. You got to ask yourself there.
Yeah.
Minds right here.
So let me see. I will pull something up. So this is okay. This is Wikipedia right here, and it says let's read the thing for Minds. It's an open source social media and social networking service company that rewards users for their contributions, founded by Bill Ottman and Mark Harding. So there you go, in 2011. So it's been around for a little while. I'm not sure how many people are up on there. And let me see if I could go to the headquarters in Wilton, Connecticut.
Yeah. Wilton's probably like I don't know,
Connecticut. There you go.
Half hour west of me.
I'm throwing up what it looks for anyone who wants to know. The eye has like a light bulb kind of thing in it.
I got it. Oh.
Yeah, for anyone who's interested in that. So, you know, that's one of the things we're talking about. Like, I don't really trust these social medias. They're all coming down on us. We're always looking for something different. And when John was on, he said he thinks that, because I said to him, he's a tech guy, and I asked him, like, what do you think is the one thing that we should get up on? And that's what he...
Minds.com.
Yeah. So there you go. Vanessa Kitty says, yes, Wilton, Connecticut. So is Wilton, Connecticut like a hot spot? Is it a hub? What's the...
I think Wilton's like a nice area.
Yeah. The Pants says Connecticut, ? Definitely Russian bots.
Like, please enter how many guns and serial numbers you own and your gun, all your weapons.
Yeah, that's so crazy. But like I said, for the people who look, and I didn't put it up on this one, I didn't put it on mine's yet, but if you look on social media, you'll see my number. That's probably... the best way if you want to get in touch with me or keep in touch with me or whatever. C4 says Vladimir Smith is the CEO. Okay. All right.
Vladimir.
Yeah. And Vanessa Kitty says Wilton is 80 miles southwest.
Yeah, it's in a richer area. It's nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Everywhere has its little hot spots for tech and stuff like that. Where's the tech hotspot here, Walter, in Florida? Do you know? Do we have a tech hotspot? Is it Gainesville? I don't.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it'd be at.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know if it's Gainesville. I don't know. What's the tech spot for Florida? If someone's in Florida and you know, let me know. It might be Gainesville. I don't know. John Crump says Bill, the guy who actually runs Minds, is a cool guy. Check him out on the Joe Rogan podcast. So apparently he's on there, which I think I remember that, and I need to. Okay, I've got Frankie Yarborough and Jared P. following me on there. So let's see. Frankie Yarborough. Yarborough. Excuse me for a second here, guys. I'm spelling it wrong.
Oh, I know what I gotta do. Okay.
Did you figure that out yet, Walter?
Well, it keeps questioning me. I gotta. Let's see here. I'll do something here. Yeah, I got an idea.
Okay.
Aren't we supposed to be blogging or signing up to websites here? What?
Both.
Okay.
Both, actually. Yeah. So this is what we do.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. I just saw Jared P. Now I can't see him on there, so that's weird. Okay, Jared, tell me what your thing is again, because there's a bunch of people in there with that same... And I'm looking for just Jared P., but I don't see it. So let me know what your thing is again. You know what's weird? It doesn't give you the option. Like, if someone follows you, it should just say, follow them back. Give you the option to follow back. Ray Bozzolo says Wilton is very liberal.
Yes, it's rich.
I believe that. Let's see.
It's conservative too. It's old money too.
Okay. Yeah. Up to Gun Control says it's the Space Coast is our tech area, and John Crump says good night. He's out of here. Follow him on Black Swan Media. Black Swan Media. So that's the one. There you go. Yeah, and I don't know if Jared P. I'll try to look that up and find Jared P. So there you go. Try to find him. I'll try to find him in there. Okay, so any things that you want to get into here before we got like a couple of minutes here, JP?
No, we just had to get people out there and shoot. Your friends that might not like what guns, you got to bring them out to get them out there shooting, because once they shoot, they're gonna love it, and you just need more people liking our hobby. It can't be some like way of life that dies off. So you'll be surprised who you bring shooting that really enjoys it. Everybody I bring shooting, they leave with a smile and they're like, oh, I gotta get my pistol permit. So that's like Blue Rifle Society. Like a lot of us, we'll bring a lot of people. Like I brought a kid. It was my son's a second lieutenant. He went to University of Norwich. And there's a underclassman that looked up to my son, and I took him out because he's my son's friend. Took him out shooting for the first time, and he loved it. So he's an ROTC kid. So I gave him some true ways to shoot correctly, and and that's what you got to do. You got to teach each other and keep the hobby going, the way of life going.
Yeah. Do you guys ever go out as cops and do any shooting with the public? I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
No, we don't. They do a Citizens Academy, and they talk about it. They might demonstrate shooting for them, but I know they shoot like less lethal rounds and like simunition rounds, but they don't shoot live ammo. So it's a liability, I guess.
Yeah. Walter, what about you? Any things you want to get into here before we start wrapping up, Walt? Are you still trying to figure that out?
It's not figuring it out. I'm just putting the password in that.
Oh, okay.
It likes.
Yeah.
No, not too much going on. I mean, just like kind of what was said already. Yeah, if you get a chance to take somebody out that hadn't been shooting before, take them out. Just don't start them off with a 50 cal, unless they want to.
Yeah.
But just go out and have some fun. Go shooting.
Have you ever started anyone off with a 50 cal?
I've had some people.
That's what they want to shoot, and you're like, if you've not shot anything before, I'm not letting you shoot the 50 first?
I can't remember. A couple Boy Scouts and stuff wanted to, go right for the gusto. But and usually they like it, but that's. Of
course.
Yeah. But normally you let them shoot something a little smaller before. And then you go, you want to shoot a 50 cal? And then you have to have the 100-pound kid shoot it, and then they go, oh, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
One after another. Yeah, but yeah, just go out and have fun. Try to enjoy if you live someplace where you can go shoot outside, go do that, and have fun.
Yeah, shoot some steel. That's the fun.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm good. Well, anyways, I'm doing some shooting related stuff tomorrow, but some range development stuff tomorrow. So
okay,
I'll leave it at that.
Oh, range develop. What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, that my dad's
range development. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Range develop. Oh, you're gonna be in the hood.
Dirt. I need dirt.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You're gonna be in the hood.
We need dirt for the back stuff.
All right, I get it.
Always have someone watching your six,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go meet someone about dirt. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so you'll be in the hood. All right, cool. So, JP, what would you like the folks out there to follow you on? How can people check you out, support you guys?
Blue Rifle Society on Instagram. We have it on Facebook. We have Twitter. And we are going to start doing YouTube videos. We're going to get into it, So just Instagram, Blue Rifle Society. Start there, build it big, and then we'll go.
All right, cool. Walter, what about you?
Safety Over Firearms on Instagram, YouTube. Gunstreamer. That's all under Safety Over Firearms, and then there's Mower Death on YouTube and Gunstreamer. And Instagram, I try to post once or twice a day to try to keep it fresh. So check it out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Hank is reposting YouTube stuff on Safety Over Firearms.
Yeah.
YouTube
yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, I got to get back to work.
You had been.
Yeah. I need to get back to work on that.
No worries.
No, I'll get it. I'll get some of those up there. Yeah, to get. I've got a whole bunch of those to go up there. Okay, cool. Thanks to everyone who's been hanging out with us. Thanks. Make sure you check out Blue Rifle Society on the IG. JP's there with a few folks with some cool guns. Apparently, I forgot the name of the guy who has all the guns.
Despy,
there you go. He has all the guns, so check that out. Yeah. Let's see. Today's Wednesday. We'll be back tomorrow to talk to you guys. I'm not even sure who's coming in tomorrow, but we'll be here. We'll have lots of more fun stuff. See you till then. We are out of here. Peace.
Goodbye.
Out. See ya.